Good. Thank you for coming back for today's class. Hopefully you will have a lot of learning points today as well. Today's topic is customer satisfaction. We are going to talk about how to measure guest satisfaction. So mainly we will be talking about RPS and NPS. We will start with NPS. Why? Because NPS is more globally utilized measure for the guest satisfaction. So let's talk about NPS. At the end of this class, you should be able to calculate NPS yourself. Not only understand, but you should be able to calculate NPS score for your department, for your hotel, your own self. Shall we go? As always, let's just start with why. Because if we do not talk about why, the class becomes boring and we cannot pay attention. You will fall asleep. The reason we are measuring customer satisfaction is very obvious. Why we are measuring? Because it is related to money. This is a photo I took this morning from a book I used to use. So this is actually my book. During my time with the hotel school, I attended a lot of different classes, and one of the class was about quality management. And this book had this section. Subject of the section was the cost of customer dissatisfaction, and it was saying average dissatisfied customer tell 8 to 10 people about his or her problems with the business, and that 1 out of every 5 dissatisfied customers tell 20 people. We are talking about year 2000. Okay, so almost 20 years ago, I was studying this book, and I was thinking, wow, we have to look after guests, otherwise they will tell 8 to 10 people, and some of them will talk to 20 people. It's a big problem. Okay? So 20 years ago, it was a big problem because unsatisfied guests will speak to average 8 to 10 people. So we need to make sure that everybody leaves the hotel with a big smile. Problem is now we are talking about quality transparency, which means unsatisfied guests will not talk to only 8 to 10 people anymore. That was 20 years ago. Now we have, last year in 2018, travelers wrote nearly 95 million hotel reviews. Only from 1 year, travelers wrote a review about hotels, 95 million. It's amazing, right? Only from 1 year. Only from 1 year, 95 million hotel reviews. And you can see that the number of the review is keep increasing. So comparing to 2016, 2017, 27% has increased. And 2018, 8% increase. So it keep increasing. So more and more review is coming up. So we can just assume very safely that every year 100 million review is coming up. So it will be accumulated. So if you go to internet and search for the review for specific hotel, you should be able to find the thousands of reviews very, very easily. And we have so many different channels that our customers can utilize to leave a review. Before it was only TripAdvisor. Okay? They were a pioneer, but followed by Google and other OTAs. Now the number of the review is dramatically increasing because the online travel agencies start to have that function. Before it was only review site, but now it is not only review site. Online travel agency like Booking.com and Expedia, Agoda.com all have a feature to accommodate guest reviews. That's why the number of the reviews is now dramatically increasing. And you can see that now who is leading. Google review and Booking.com review is dominating. TripAdvisor is now going down together with Facebook. Facebook used to be huge, but now it is getting less. So now we can see that why we have to talk about guest review. Why we have to talk about guest satisfaction? Because now unsatisfied guests will not speak to only 8 to 10 people. They will speak to 80 million or 100 million. So it's very obvious that we have to look after our customers. Now, marketing activities, sales activities doesn't matter if there's no service. If guests cannot enjoy the stay, that's it. If our food is not delicious, if our room is not clean, if our maintenance is not working properly, it doesn't matter how beautiful photo we display, it doesn't matter how strong sales team go and sell the room and our facilities, we will go bad. So, first of all, let's talk about NPS. Who never heard about NPS yet? Everybody? Okay, good start. So all of you heard about NPS. What does NPS stand for? Okay, good. So we all know it's a Net Promoter Score. If someone asks what is the Net Promoter Score, you just talk about loyalty. NPS is about loyalty. Customer Loyalty Score, calculated by asking customer one simple question. NPS is very, very popular and adopted and utilized by so many different business units because it is so simple. You do not need a big computer. You do not need a big group of people. You can do it very, very easily because it is all about one simple question. Which question? On a scale from 0 to 10, how likely are you to recommend this company to a friend or colleague? That's it. So basically, we are utilizing this one question. How likely are you going to recommend this hotel to your friend and family members? That is NPS. Okay? Please give us your answer between 0 and 10. That is NPS. That is why it became so popular, utilized by so many different business and different companies, because it's easy to use. Why NPS is important? Okay. So this is a customer loyalty indicator. So why is it so important? Okay. I found this information here. According to the very trustworthy school called London School of Economics, one of the best schools in the world, they proved that average NPS increase of 7% means average 1% growth in revenue. So it's proven that if we increase 7% of our NPS score, our revenue will increase by 1%. Not 7% points. We are talking about 7%. So if our NPS is 50, which means we just need to increase our NPS score by 3.5. If we increase by 3.5%, our revenue will increase by 1%. Okay? This is unbelievable. Okay? Very good. So we have to care about NPS. Okay? Some other good reason to pay attention to NPS is because not only revenue, but also we can save cost. 2% increase in customer retention is same as decreasing cost by 10%. So it's so important to make sure that our guests do not go away. They do not stay in another hotel. They keep coming back because that means 2% increase in retention is same as saving 10% cost. Which one is easier? Is it easy to retain the guests by 2% or is it easy to decrease our cost by 10%? It's very obvious. And also it says getting the new customers can cost as much as 5 times more than satisfying and retaining current customer. When we have a existing guest and new guest, if we use same amount of effort and money, the effect is 5 times bigger for the existing customer. Okay? So why are we spending so much money and so much energy to get the new customer while we can do the same work with only 20% of it to retain the guest? So we have to make sure our guests are happy. That is the priority. And then after we finish it, we can go for the new market, we can go for the new customers. How to calculate NPS. Okay. Very, very easy. Okay. In case you are not aware how to calculate NPS, it's because you never thought it's easy. If we do not think it's easy, we do not try to remember or we do not try to learn. That's why you don't know how to calculate it. But it is super easy. That's why it is used by many people. NPS equals percentage of promoters minus percentage of detractors. Very easy. Promoters percentage minus detractors percentage. So we need to know what is the promoters and what is detractors. Promoters is here. Once again, NPS is all about one question, right? How likely are you going to recommend us to your family or friend? NPS is starting with only one question, which is this. So when our customer receives this question, they have an option to give from 0 up to 10 points. If they give 9 or 10, they are called, they are named promoters. Why we call them promoters? Because they are going to promote the hotel. They are the people who are enthusiastic. Okay? They are likely to act as brand ambassadors. They're going to recommend the hotel. They will talk about good things about the hotel. So that's why we call them promoters. They are people who is going to help company's growth. Now we have these people, score 0 up to 6. We call them detractors. Why? Because they will never recommend the company or product to other people and probably won't stick around or repeat purchase. Okay, and worst cases, they will discourage potential customer away from the business. So they will speak to their parents, they will speak to their brothers and sisters and friends saying that don't go to Novotel Bogo. Okay? Don't stay in Ibis Styles Bogoraya because I had this terrible experience, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So they are threat to our business and they are the ones who will give from 0 to 6 for this particular NPS question. How likely are you going to recommend us? 0 to 6. And these people, 7 and 8, we call them passives. So they are not really having any effects on us. They are the people who do not really have a strong opinion about us. So we can just do not count their opinions. So they are just giving, okay lah. Yeah. That kind of attitude. Okay. So we can categorize our guests into 3 different names according to their satisfaction level. So this is how we calculate NPS, Net Promoter Score. We have 107 survey results. We asked how likely they are going to recommend our hotel to their friends or their parents or family members. Okay? And then we received 107 responses. And out of 107 responses, 47 response was giving us score 9 and 10. And 26 responses were giving us between 0 until 6. So if we know simple calculation for math, we can do 47 divided by 107 times 100 equals 44%. 34 divided by 107 times 100, 32%. 26 divided by 107 times 100, 24%. So we can calculate what is the promoter's percentage and what is distractor percentage, right? And how do we calculate the net promoter score? Promoter percentage minus detractors percentage. So very easy. Promoter 44%, detractor 24%. 44 minus 24 equals 20. Easy? Yes, it's very, very easy. We just didn't try because we didn't know it was easy. 짜라잔. It's your turn to calculate. So we have this simple exercise. We have received 20 responses for their guest satisfaction level. So we have from guest 1 until guest 20. Let's say it's a KB Bank. Okay, so after they check out, we receive this the survey result, and then they have given us different score. Okay, can you calculate our NPS? You have 5 minutes. Are you ready to find out the answer? Yeah. Okay, good. So we went to the Excel sheet. Okay, how many promoters? 12? Okay, so everybody says 12, so I trust you. Okay, we have 12. Okay, how many detractors? 5? Passive? 3. Good, so total is 20, should be fine. Okay, so our percentage should be 12. Divide by 20. So 60, correct? Okay, good. And then our detractors equals divided by 20. 25%? Yes. Okay, so now our passive should be only 3 people divided by 20. So based on this result of the percentage, NPS equals percentage of promoter, which is 60, right? Minus percentage of detractors, 35. Everybody got it right? Fantastic. Congratulations. Okay, so now the 32 people sitting in this room know how to calculate NPS. Congratulations. Good start. I just wanted to show you what kind of NPS score the famous online companies get. Okay? So you can see big names, right? Netflix, their NPS is 64. So people say, I will recommend add Netflix to my parents and friends. 64 NPS, very, very high. Apple, Google, around 50. YouTube, Walmart, 38. These are the top 50 websites in terms of NPS. So you can see, this kind of NPS score is considered as a good NPS score when it comes to online business, because different industry has a different NPS score. I will show you how different. So we want to know what is our NPS performance for hotel industry, right? What do you think of hotel industry NPS average? Anybody can guess? What kind of NPS is average of hotel industry? 25? 75? So much higher than Netflix. 50. 50 is a hotel industry average NPS. Any other opinion? Okay. So these are the average NPS score per industry. So if you see, for example, 12 website, average NPS is 22. Banking, 35. Credit card company, 37. Airline, 38. The best one is a department store. Okay, department store is 60. Auto insurance, 43. Hotel, 41. And then this research was made back in 2017. And travel and hospitality industry average is 29. And if we calculate only the hotel industry, average NPS is 41. Okay. 41 is hotel industry average. So if our NPS goes down below 41, we have a problem. You can see a hotel industry is quite doing good in terms of NPS, right? Because we make a lot of efforts. Novotel Bogor NPS? Anybody remember? Our NPS last year was a 65, yes. Last year 65, and then this year we have a major renovation starting from February, but our NPS is still maintained, only lost 1 point. We are still at 64. Okay? Considering that hotel industry average is 41, our NPS is super high. So congratulations, well done. EB style Bogoraya. What is our NPS? Hello. Are you here? Okay, you wish. We are cluster, so we have exactly same NPS. Okay, so EB style last year 64, this year 64. So we are maintaining same NPS score for 2 years in a row. So another fantastic score. Well done. Thank you. If we see the NPS score per different category of the hotels, for example, luxury average, upscale or premium, and then going down to mid-scale and economy, NPS average is actually going down. So considering that Novotel Bogor is a middle scale, and then EB Star is economic brand, our NPS is very, very nice. So well done, everyone. Please keep it up. We need to maintain this NPS because NPS is related to our future business. Let's talk about RPS now. So we talked about NPS. We know what NPS is. We know why it's important. We even know how to calculate it. So there's nothing you need to know further. Now RPS. Who remember what RPS stands for? Okay.
Performance score.
Wow, fantastic. Well done. Okay. Today, due to the weather, you are not very generous with the. We have another VIP just arrived. Thanks for coming. Please enjoy your burger. So, and give us the feedback. So I will deliver it to Chef Lobby. Okay, what is RPS? We know it's a reputation performance score. In general term, they call it reputation score. Okay. RS, reputation score. It helps you understand your business online reputation. So it is all about online reputation. So how our reputation is established on online world. That is called reputation score. And we need to compare with our competitors, and it will be calculated based on business performance across different online areas. That is including reviews, social surveys, and reach and visibility, and so on. Okay? So reputation score, what we need to remember is it is hotel's reputation, not offline, but online. That's what we need to understand. I found one video which summarizes reputation score, RPS, in a very a simple way. So I want to share that contents with you. Can we play the YouTube video.
The world's largest guest feedback platform allows you to market, collect, and manage your hotel's guest feedback, all from one easy-to-use solution. Take advantage of the platform to influence every stage of the guest journey, from booking to the on-site experience until after the guest checks out. 95% of all travelers look at reviews before making their booking decision. In fact, reviews are the most important decision factor after price and location. TrustU's marketing features distribute and market your guest reviews throughout the web on all channels to attract the traveler's attention in the important searching and booking phase. This increases visibility of your reviews on Google, across dozens of online booking channels, and your own hotel website. In today's mobile world, 2/3 of guests prefer asking questions and requesting service via their smartphone. TrustU's real-time guest messaging solution creates positive and personalized on-site experiences. Easily communicate with your hotel guests, gain operational insights, and ultimately benefit from happier guests and better reviews. On average, 44% of a hotel's reviews are collected by their own guest surveys, together with reviews from the web. TrustU surveys give your hotel an operational overview of what works best and what needs to improve. Make improvements and respond to reviews, which will help you to influence new guests to book with your hotel. Our platform is designed to align your top marketing and operational goals with smart guest feedback solutions. The review marketing features help to achieve 3 important hotel goals: driving direct bookings, boosting channel conversions, and lowering your distribution costs. Hotels can also use the platform to meet their operational excellence goals, increasing guest satisfaction, improving staff operations, and ultimately growing hotel revenue. Tap into the world's largest guest feedback platform and start a free trial today.
Okay, thank you. Let's go back to the slide. Anybody remember how many percentage of the review is coming from our own survey? During the video, it says how many percent of the reviews, total reviews, are coming from our own survey, internal survey. 45%. So when we have 100 reviews, 45 reviews are coming from survey we sent. Okay? When guests check out, the reception, our front office will send a TrustU survey. Yeah? And then we collect the data, and then we calculate our RPS and NPS, right? And only 45% is coming from survey. So the other 55% is coming from where? The other channels, right? TripAdvisor, Booking.com, Google, Agoda.com, Expedia.com. That is why now we understand why Accor has changed our KPI. Only 2-3 years ago, we didn't talk about RPS. Do you remember? I think 4 years ago, yeah. There was only NPS. KPI was only NPS. We never talked about RPS. But NPS has only one problem. This problem is what? It is only coming from our own survey. We have 100 guests. It is covering only 45%. The other 55% is coming from TripAdvisor, Booking.com, Agoda.com, Expedia.com. We are not counting it. That is the problem of NPS. That is why now we are looking into RPS, because RPS is including all possible channels. It doesn't matter it is coming from Skyscanner or TripAdvisor or AccorHotels.com, TrustU. We collect everything and we calculate our average score. That is called RPS. During the video, what else do you remember? Anybody can give us some key points about RPS? There was one thing you are not familiar with, the messaging. We are not using that function, right? So that one you can forget about it. There was one thing about marketing. Okay, guest comments is related to marketing. Why? Because what the video is talking about in terms of marketing is organic content. When we search for the hotel in Google or other searching engines, unless we pay a lot of money to be on the top of the list, we are relying on the naturally generated contents on the web. Okay? So what we can rely on is only our website, for example. But now, as you know, if you go to akkorhotels.com and search for the Novotel Bogor or Ibis-Taj Bogor, we have our Trust You review included on the website. Why we are doing it? Because that becomes our organic content. So when people make a searching on the Google, we have a better chance to be appeared because so many times guests will mention Bogor Hotel, Best Hotel, Indonesia Hotel, Economy Hotel, Akkor Hotel, Ibis Hotel. So we have a better chance. That is why Trust You is saying that please use us and then you have a benefit in terms of marketing. So Trust You is not only about guest satisfaction, but it is related to marketing activities for your information. Why RPS is so important? Once again, it is about money. 1% boost in reputation led to 0.49% increase in RevPAR. Okay, so there was a research done by Cornell University. Okay, as you know, one of the best university in terms of the hotel management. And according to their research result, if we can increase our reputation score by 1%, our RevPAR will increase by 0.49% for the luxury hotels, 0.74% for the upper upscale, 0.83% at upscale, and if it is Novotel, we can increase 1.13% RevPAR by increasing our reputation score by 1%. If we increase 10%, our RevPAR goes up by 10%. It's very, very good way to boost up our revenue. And according to Trust You survey, research done together with Accor back in 2015, there was one survey collaboration between Trust You and Accor because they start to work together. The partnership was established and they did this research. The research based on 225 Accor hotels in Europe and 182 hotels in Asia Pacific. And there's some findings. So key findings are like this. If share of 5 bubble review, if we can increase the share of 5-star review by 10%, number of the booking increased by 10.2%. Which means when we have 100 reviews, let's say 5-star review is only 50%. Okay? Out of 100, only 50 review is 5-star. If we can increase it to 60 by 10%, our number of booking will increase by 10.12%. Our room revenue will be increased by 10.2% basically, right? Occupancy increased by 10% in Europe and 7.8% in Asia Pacific. So we can see how important it is to look after our reputation online. If hotel average review score on TripAdvisor increased by 10%, number of the booking increased by 2.2% in Europe and 2.9% in Asia Pacific. So another result from this research done by Accor and Trust You only 4 years ago. There's another thing we need to look at. 95% of the travelers, they said, they are using travel reviews regularly to make a booking decision. 95%. So almost everyone look at the online review before they make a decision for their travel. All of us, we usually see online review. And 1 point increase in reputation may result in hotels' ability to raise room rate up to 11.2%. We can feel confident to increase our rate. Trust You heat the map study found that given equal prices, the travelers are almost 4 times more likely to choose a hotel with a higher review score. If the price is same, people will choose this hotel 4 times more than the other hotel if reputation score is higher, if review is better. And then 76% of the travelers said they are willing to pay more for a hotel with a higher review score. If you go to the booking.com, agoda.com, you have hundreds of the hotels listed up on the page. You need to choose. You need to make a decision which hotel you want to choose. When you make a decision, 76% of the customers said, I will be choosing more expensive hotel if they have a higher review score. So we really need to take it very seriously. Our reputation performance score is very, very important thing. During the video, maybe you heard it. It was briefly mentioned that 3 most important things customers consider to make a decision for hotel. First one was price. Second one was location. Third one was review. So we need to know there are some more information I want to share with you about the hotel reputation score. 81% of the all reviews are positive. So hotel review, guest review is not something negative. 81% is good thing. We just have a 19% with some complaints, with some rooms for improvement. We have to make sure those 19% of the negative comments with the room for improvement are taken seriously, responded seriously, properly, professionally, and make action to avoid the same situation or issues in the future for the same guests or other customers. 75 or more new reviews are written online every minute. Not every day, not every hour, every 1 minute. We have 75 new reviews are coming up. So if we cannot avoid, we have to deal with it. That is why I call it quality transparency. Take it as an opportunity. Guest comments are not something we should be afraid of because it will be happening every minute. 75 review will come up. So if we are afraid of reviews, if we think it is something negative, if we think this is something troubling us, that's a bad approach. We have to accommodate. We have to approach with pleasure. We have to take it as an opportunity. Okay, so 75 reviews per minute. So let's make sure that they are something good. They are talking about something positive. They are talking about the unique selling points of the hotel so that they are doing marketing activities on our behalf. We can utilize it in a different way. This one was a bit surprising. 40% of the leisure guests are sharing their experience on social media. 46% of the business travelers are doing the same thing. So which means business travelers are leaving more comments and reviews than leisure guests. So from front office point of view, do not afraid to approach the business travelers to ask for the comments. Do not wait until Saturday afternoon. Do not wait until Sunday morning to speak to the family guest and ask, please, can you help us to have a comment? Yeah, we can approach the business guests because they are willing to do that. 46% of the business travelers are willing to leave a comment. This is nothing surprising because we talked about it already many times. So what it says is most common regular complaint is unprofessional or incompetent service, bad food, bad breakfast, tasteless, expensive overpriced, small room. We know most frequently appearing complaint is about breakfast, taste of the food, room, and service, price. Okay? And most common compliments we are likely to encounter is good location, good breakfast, great breakfast, okay? Great food, friendly, professional, efficient service, good room. Anybody see the pattern? we are talking about exactly the same thing. Okay? Service, service. Breakfast, breakfast. Food, food. Room, room. Okay? So it's very, very obvious that we have to pay attention to these areas. There's a good reason why we call it bed and breakfast, because bed and breakfast are the most important components of the hotel business. So if we want to run the hotel, manage the hotel successfully, we have to pay attention to room and breakfast. Because people pay more attention. Our guests, our customers think room and breakfast is the most important thing. So why don't we consider it most important thing as well? And our customer satisfaction will naturally grow up. Reviews are trusted, so which means people trust review. Even though people do not know the person who wrote the review online, these reviews are considered as something genuine, something trustworthy. 92% of the customers trust reviews of their friends. 87% of the hotel review readers said that reviews had a significant influence on their purchase. So 87% changed their decision which hotel they want to book or which airline they want to book because of the review. It's a huge influence. 38% of the travelers say travel review websites are the most useful when booking. 38% people think review website is most useful channel when I want to make a booking. It's unbelievable. 32% of the travelers think they are the most trustworthy. 49% of the guests won't even consider booking a hotel that doesn't have reviews. If there's no review on the website or third-party website, 49%, half of the guests says, I will not book it. I don't trust. 50% changed their original travel plans because of social media. 52% said, I should go to Novotel Bogor this weekend. And can I check the reviews? And they said, don't go to this hotel, don't go to this hotel. And 52% changed their mind. More business. With 1% increase in trust score, hotels ADR increased 4.6%. Okay, so this is a little bit of an advertisement from TrustU, but okay, TrustU is a tool we are using to maximize our performance score, reputation performance score. So we have to acknowledge this analysis, this research result. Okay, by increasing our score by 1%, we should be able to increase our ADR by 4.6%. Responding to guests make a difference. Hotels that respond to review see 6% higher score. Okay, we want to make sure that our RPS score is high. Okay, one thing we can do is make sure that all the reviews are responded in a professional way. And we can have 6% higher scores than the hotels who do not respond properly. When deciding between two hotels, there are two hotels, and then 65% of the travelers say that seeing a management response would sway them to book with a responding hotel. So they have two hotels in their mind at the last minute. Okay? So there was like 20 hotels on booking.com. They see, these two hotels would be my best choice. And then you can see that one of the hotels is responding to guest comments, the other one is not responding. And 65% people say, I will choose this particular hotel because they care about the guest comments. So what I'm trying to do here is to make you understand why we are doing something we are doing every day. We have our front office team, we have a GRO team. You need to understand what you are doing is something very, very important. You are not responding to the guest comments, you are not sending the TrustU survey, you are not serving the guests because you have to do. Okay? You are doing it because it's so important for the hotel to be successful. What's next? Yes, we have to make sure the Novotel and EV-Style will stay successful for the upcoming years. So let's make sure we have more reviews. Why more reviews? Why need more reviews? Why not only 75? Anybody? Why we need a lot of reviews? We talked about online organic contents, right? Okay, so that is one reason, very good reason, yeah, to utilize the comments as a marketing tool. Second reason, why more reviews? Okay, so yes, that makes sense. I think that's a good point. Review and response is communication, right? It's interaction. So you have an interaction with someone, you establish relationship. When you have a relationship, you have a better chance to have the person back. Okay, so I think encouraging the people is called engagement. Okay, so when you approach the guest saying that please, we will send a survey. Can you please respond to our survey? Don't take it as troubling the guest. You are trying to engage with the guest. We are trying to build up a relationship, rapport. Okay? I give you the survey, please respond, and then we will show you appreciation. And then that is how we human beings are building up the relationship, right? Once we have a relationship, we are likely to utilize the same hotel or business over and over. Okay? So that's why it is important. Another reason in my own theory is the more reviews, we have a better chance to have a higher score. Why? Because when we have a different experience with the hotel, when we have a good experience, and when we have a bad experience, when do you feel more emotional? Maybe it's only me, but in my own experience, I feel more emotional when my experience was bad. When people become emotional, we are likely to take actions. We do something to release that emotion. So people have a bad experience, they have a bad emotion in them, and they are likely to express their emotion by making bad comments. So we don't need to encourage them because they will take time. They'll take their valuable time to go to the website and leave a comment. They will even go further to send a message to Accor head office to talk about the bad experience with Novotel and EV-Style Bogo, because they are so emotional. They have a big emotion, which is unhappiness. While there are some happy guests spending beautiful afternoon, beautiful weekends with parents and children. They are very happy, but many of them will just forget about it when they go back home on Monday. They will just go back to the school, they will just go back to the company, they will go back to work, and they do not really bother to go to TripAdvisor or Trust You to leave a comment. So, which means if we encourage people to leave a comments, if we have a more number of the comments, which means we are likely to have a positive portion more than negative portion, because negative portion is there already. They will make efforts to ruin our business. But the happy ones, we have to encourage them. That's why I think a more review is very important, to have a higher score. Okay? Higher score. We talked about the reputation score and survey and trust you system, but higher score is mirror. Okay? This is mirror, which means if you want to have a beautiful score, you make sure you look beautiful. It will reflect your appearance. Okay? So if you want to have a good reviews, we make sure the experience itself was fantastic. Better ranking, yes, if we have a better ranking on TripAdvisor, better, and eventually we'll have a more revenue. So if you remember my first slide from my hotel school book, unsatisfied guests speak to 8 to 10 people on average. We have gone far. It's a totally different era we are talking about. Like I said, we have to adjust ourselves. Okay? hotels were used to be big building and beautiful lobbies and high ceiling restaurant, beautiful categories. Yes, that's still important, but what's important is now we need to make sure that people staying in this building, in this resort, are having a fantastic experience. And when they enjoy their experience, they will become our ambassador, brand ambassador, and they will work as our promoter to ensure that this hotel becomes successful. I guess that's it for today.